I'm Margie Gunner.
And I'm Heather Waterhouse.
And you're watching
Judson Now!
J-Town. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 2 of Judson Now. I'm your host, Margie Gunner.
And I'm your co-host, Jordan Ross.
Today we have a couple special guests with us. We are the Scrimshaw panel today. Is that really? That's a safe title.
Yeah.
And we have a couple special guests. Jordan, who, as you know, serves as our co-host, actually also serves as the assistant publicist on the Scrimshaw.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And Margie also is the head of nonfiction for Scrimshaw.
I am.
I bet
so
you didn't know that.
We're all Scrimshaw here, and these two are going to tell us a little bit about what they do with the Scrimshaw. Ferris has decided to get out the microphone.
It's in the way. I mean, if you want to talk so badly,
we need to hear you, Ferris. All right, so Rachel, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so I'm Rachel Ray. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Scrimshaw. That means that I'm the head honcho, if you will. I'm in charge of everybody and everything about the Scrimshaw this year, which is a pretty daunting task, but I love it. So this is my publicist, Ferris. Jordan helped to design the logo that is on the Scrimshaw Facebook page, and Ferris helped me to set up the Facebook page, which is pretty awesome. So, and we hope to get more of a social media presence in the near future, so be looking out.
And there will be a link to the Facebook page in the description if you want to go check it out. But before we just shamelessly plug ourselves on social media, what is the Scrimshaw?
The Scrimshaw is Judson College's literary and art magazine. So we publish literature, we publish poetry, nonfiction, fiction. We also publish art, all forms of art, photography, sculpture, everything. And this year we are also publishing music. So the Scrimshaw, we actually found one of the original publications of the Scrimshaw from, 1928?
1927.
1927. We found a little kind of blurb explaining what the Scrimshaw was and why they named it the Scrimshaw. Because if you think about it, it's kind of a weird name. Like, most people aren't really familiar with that. Like,
I got no idea. Yeah, and I'd love to know.
Yeah. So
you guys have some answers for us?
Yeah, Scrimshaw is actually a verb and a noun. So at the same time.
What? Okay, please continue more. I'm a little confused. Okay.
To scrimshaw something is to ornament, means like to carve pictures or words or both into ivory, whalebone, whale teeth. Sometimes they'll use shells, and sailors would use it actually on whaling ships. This is where it originated. So think Moby Dick. All the people on that ship all the time for that long time, they had to have something to do. So they would take these little whale bones or just little fragments of ivory, and they would carve stuff into it. And to make it even cooler, they would put dye into the carving.
The Scrimshaw Club began in 1921.
Yes, in 1921, the Scrimshaw Club decided to name themselves the Scrimshaw Club because they wanted to kind of honor the concept of working on something really hard for a long time and then having it come out just gorgeous. To take a piece of raw material, to ornament it imaginatively, to color it delicately, what matter it, whether it be a shell or a beautiful landscape or a trifling incident in everyday life. So the Scrimshaw Club chose this name, which suggested painstaking work, inspired by the desire to create something beautiful. And that's what we try to do for the Scrimshaw every year. We try to create something beautiful.
Scrimshaw also refers to the art itself. Scrimshander, which is what the publication was originally named, is the Scrimshaw Club run by the Scrimshaws, and they published the Scrimshander. The scrimshander is the actual physical art, like
Yes.
the bone they carved into.
We are expanding the breadth of the Scrimshaw this
Awesome.
year, which is so exciting. We are so excited about this because we believe that Judson College is not just Judson College, its physical location and its students on campus. Yes, we represent it, but Judson College is also represented by everyone around us. We want to
J-Town.
Yes, yes, we want to include J-Town. So, you get a chance to be in Scrimshaw this year. To get involved, I would suggest emailing me, or you can email the official Judson Scrimshaw email account, which is thejudsonscrimshaw@gmail.com.
You also have a Facebook page.
Yes, we have a Facebook page, and we are working on creating a Twitter account, so look for that in the near
Good.
future.
Very good.
Very nice.
I was wondering if there are any misconceptions. I feel like, some people might think they have to be like William Shakespeare to be in this, or in a secret gang, or like a club. Are there?
No. Actually,
That's
the
okay.
original Scrimshaw had an initiation ceremony.
Oh my gosh. So like,
It used to be
I
a
like
secret
this
Yes.
book already.
Yes. We are not sure exactly what this initiation ceremony was, so
Okay.
that is a mystery that is soon to be solved, we hope.
Interesting.
Yes,
Very
yes.
interesting.
the more you know.
In their original initiation ceremony, they noted that they ate chocolate cake and drank the nectar of the gods.
I think we got chocolate cake, but I'm really
We
not
don't
sure about
really
the last
know.
part.
We don't really know what that means. So
Alright, we'll work on
Mention a
that.
specific recipe to be passed down and used.
yes. So
Use a
if anyone
stick.
out there happens to have this recipe for the nectar of the gods, we would gladly take it.
Comment down
nice.
below, please. I'm really curious. But
Yes,
anyway,
Jordan really wants to have this nectar of the gods.
You know.
We have a few interesting stories that we found in the original Scrimshaw. One involves a man named Detective Hawkshaw.
what is a hawkshaw? It's
A detective.
He
okay.
Think Sherlock Holmes, but in Alabama.
And why is this a part of the story? Okay, tell me the story. I need to know.
There was a series of articles that we found in the Scrimshaw discussing this problematic event that happened in a philosophy class at Judson.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In 1927.
Someone in the class stated an original thought.
Oh my god.
I mean, can you just imagine original thought? It's just,
It makes me a little lightheaded, actually.
yeah, like clutch my pearls.
But what happened after the original thought was
The
said?
entire class, including the professor, fainted.
Oh my
Of
gosh.
shock. They were so shocked because it was an original thought.
When they woke up, they could not remember it, which is why Detective Hawkshaw was called. to come
Detective
investigate.
Hawkshaw was
Answers.
looking and searching for the original thought.
Okay, so this
Very
makes
nice.
sense. Scrimshaw, Hawkshaw.
Yes. And he eventually found it. And
So if I wanted to submit something to the Scrimshaw, and I'm really considering this, first of all, I'm just taking on the thoughts of a Judson girl right now. Cheat so it's an original thought. I don't know if I can
You
handle
might
it.
faint of shock.
I might be a little nervous, but these people here are all very understanding, very trusting, very guiding of you. So trust them with your beautiful children, your work
Yes.
that you hold so dear.
We actually have a kind of a theme this year, and we won't hold you to this theme. So anything, you can literally write about anything, you can make art about anything you want. We do encourage you to follow this theme though, because we think it's really awesome.
Awesome.
This theme is centered around perspectives, and I chose this theme because I really am interested in, especially since we're opening it to Perry County, I'm really interested in everyone's perspective, Judson students and beyond. So your individual perspective is shaped by your life experiences and your own outlook on life and your own beliefs and values. And we want to include all of that because we think it's part of what makes Judson a wonderful place, and it helps us to showcase our diversity. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Margie's gonna have her perspective, and Jordan's gonna have her own perspective.
Ew.
So
That's
it's
exciting.
Yeah.
And Ferris will have her own perspective.
And Jordan will have another perspective. And a third.
Kidding? Just kidding. Anyway, we're moving on to the next one. Dr. Hokinson
Yes, Dr. Chris Hopkinson.
was super involved in this publication. I mean,
Yes.
just completely hands-on,
Oh,
super committed,
Yes,
and
this was
so
his baby.
for yes, so for the Scrimshaw and for student achievement and student success. And you know, he passed away,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes.
And there's actually an episode of Judson Now about his life, and if you want to go back and view that. But this is going to be a special edition.
Yes, we will have a featured section in both of the Scrimshaws about Dr. Hokinson this year, and he was just extremely influential on the lives of all of the Judson students, as well as so many community members.
I know we have students, we've talked a lot about the students and different people in the community and things like that, but say a professor, Gilchrist, wanted to, you know, put this
Dr.
here and
Gilchrist,
bring
this
this
is
for
for
you. The more you know.
Yes. Yes, we are actually taking submissions from professors this year.
I mean, they're just as much a part of J-Town as we are.
Exactly, and they have
Yes.
their own unique perspectives too, and we want to include those.
I think that would be really cool. Yeah.
So basically, you can submit to arts or literature or photography or music to the Scrimshaw if you are a student, an alumna, a professor, or you live in Perry County or in the immediate area of
Or you're like
Perry
a
County.
breathing
Yes,
person
and by student
around.
we mean on campus, but we also mean distance learning students,
Very
because
cool.
they're just as
Commuters
much, and
Oh,
commuters,
neat.
and yeah, so they're just as much a part of Judson as we are. So
Yes, we see you out there.
yes, awesome. We see you and we want your submissions.
Rachel Ray wants you.
Thanks you guys so much for coming on the show. I'm your host, Margie Gunner.
I'm your co-host, Jordan Noss, and I just wanted to ask you, what are your feelings about the Oxford comma?